T90's place. But enough about that. We are here for game 4, and it is Scandinavia, voted by you guys. It is also Civ Pick, which makes it very interesting. But again, this is to promote the No Wall Brawl tournament, which there are currently open signups for. So you should definitely check that out. Type !NWB if you are watching the stream right now. And you can get that info. Or maybe sign up yourself. It's open signups for anybody. Shmolagin is here in the red. He chose the Mongols. Very slow, messy game last time, but he ended up with an amazing comeback to win that. Then in the blue, we have Kong playing as the Persians. Now, are the bets still open for this? Okay, I'll bump it up a little bit more. You have a minute and a half to bet on this if you're on the Twitch channel right now. Scandinavia is not a map you normally see in tournaments because the map gen can be awkward, but it seems pretty good. Well, okay, it can be awkward for a couple different reasons. Something to point out is that I have the no snow mod on, so normally there would be snow here and this would be ice, but I have the no snow mod, so that's not going to happen. Also, you will see like the footprints, the snowy footprints in the grass, which is a little bit weird, but that now you know. Now, let's talk about what I think is good and bad about these maps. Shmolagin has his main gold on the right. That's not too far away from the TC. Now, this is no wall mod, so it's not going to be easy for him to wall this off, but he could use houses. He does have another gold in the stone there, so he could be in a similar situation to where he was last game, losing all of his resources at once. Now, I don't like the fact that he has his marsh. The marsh can be really difficult for him. He can't build there, so he can't defend that easily, especially because he can't build walls. Nero, what? Welcome to the T90 Elite, man. Thank you for the sub. Hope you enjoy your stay. But I think Shmolagin Civ would be really good for this. There are 3 boars, so he'll collect them really fast. Also, there are deer around as well. Deer over here, and deer here he's just missing, but 8 deer would be very nice for him. Also on Scandinavia, there is water on either side. It's a little bit random with where the deep fish are. If he docks here, he's not going to find any. But down here, there's a plethora of deep fish. And on the other side as well, he could always go. Kong obviously going to be fighting for water too, you would imagine. But we'll talk about his map. And, well, the one thing that was awkward for him was his main gold. He's walled that out with houses already. He has 2 golds and a stone there in total. But he's probably going to take this gold in the back. So he's going to take his secondary gold. That'll last him a long time. He also has a lot of deer. Now, Scandinavia, there is no berry bush. So it separates itself from a lot of the maps because there's 3 boars and no berry bush. So it's a little bit weird, but happy to see it. I wonder why so many people replace snow-ice textures. Well, for me, I had to do it because of my eyes. I have a 26-inch monitor in front of me, and when it's all white, it hurts my eyes. And like I said earlier, I've actually been thinking my eyes are struggling because of looking at the computer so much anyway. So it's just a safer thing. Plus, the big thing for me is the mini-map. If you're playing a game on snow, it's very hard to see things on the mini-map for whatever reason. Green is just better. The colors on the minimap stand out more. I would love to add in the snow, just because, you know, it's different. It's a texture the game provides, but for me, I have to do it this way, at least for now. Now, there's still snow on the trees, so if you want your snow fix, just look at the trees and you're good to go. So let's see, there's a dock from Kong already up, and he found 1 deep fish, right? And unfortunately, no more. Jeez, he has to travel all the way to the middle to find more deep fish. And over here, there's just 1, so that's not the best dock. And then Shmolagin is docking here, and he has 1 deep fish, and some to the right as well, so a little bit better for him. But Persians for Kong. Let's think about this. Well, Persians, they have a really good start because they have those extra resources. They can go fire ships, as can Mongols, of course. But I'm trying to think why you'd go Persians on land. Of course, their knights are good. But I guess he would go... If he was attacking in Feudal, he would go scouts into knights. While Mongols, they have that camel counter. But Kong seems to be going up very late in comparison here. You can see the early uptime with the Mongols. Already a talking point. Oh my gosh, Shmolagin! If I had $1 for every time Shmolagin lost his scout in this 5-game set, I would, well... I would have just as many dollars as I would if I had $1 for every time Kong lost a villager to a boar. So, these guys are showing that they're immortal. Shmolagin saying why he ran toward your TC. HD pathing, which is an HD joke, and there's no HD obviously here. Kong needs to go get that boar. So messy start, but what is Shmolagin's plan? Well, he's gonna dock on the right. Probably galley rush that, right? No, I guess he's just gonna fish boom for now. I'd have $2. Would I have $2? I mean, it's not a lot, is it? I guess I won't get rich off that. My plan is ruined. He's gonna go barracks, and obviously with all these idols underneath the TC, they're not doing anything right now, and he doesn't have the wood after building 2 docks to go with a stable, so I imagine he's going scouts, but this is awkward. What's up, Axios?
Hello,
good to see you here, dude. Hope you're doing well. Axios was... Well, I don't want to say the only viewer, but one of the few viewers I've met in person. He's a cool guy. I met him during the summer. And then, after that, he was like, T90 passes the test. I guess I'll sub to him. And I was a little bit disappointed he didn't sub before that, because, you know, our friendship was on the rocks, but he went for the sub later on. I'm only kidding, of course. So, who do I think has the advantage right now? I think Kong has the advantage, because Shmolagin, though he has these fishing ships, he only has 3 of them. He seems to be undecided on what he wants to do. He did go for a stable, but he doesn't have a lot of food to create scouts. So, delayed uptime, probably a better approach for Kong. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any fish. This is bad. He doesn't have any shore fish. He has to travel all the way down here for fish. Look at these guys looking for fish. It's not going to happen. Oh, that sucks. But still, he went up later. He's going to have the deer. He can just put a stable up in that choke point and be good to go. He could almost house wall this entire base easily. He house walls the right, and he's kind of already done that, though. There's still a hole. I can't believe that. It's so bad, because obviously he doesn't want to run towards his opponent, so he's looking for fish out here, and he's got to be like, dang it, man! This sucks! Somebody was here first. Okay, but he is going with galleys, which is a smart move, and Shmolagin hasn't done that. I should point out that these guys don't play these maps very often.
I put all my relics on Shmolagin frown chat cry me a river.
I'm sure we can get some Bible thumps in the chat for you, man. Fire Enzo, thanks for the $5. He's not very happy with Shmolagin's performance at the moment. Almost losing another scout to the TC, but he's good. Now, what really sucks is that Shmolagin didn't scout those deer, because if he had the deer as Mongols, that'd really be good for him. He didn't even take these. Really not the best showing for him thus far. But if he can hold on to the fish, that's going to be crucial, actually. If he loses the fish, he has some farms up, but 6 fishing ships. Huge at this stage of the game. But I do think he's in trouble. He doesn't have any galleys coming out because he went to gold late. He's creating scouts, but the scouts haven't done anything over here. Oh, I lied. Gonna maybe kill this villager. Yep, I think that villager will die. Kong didn't even get that boar. He just gave up. What did we name the boar in the one community game a long time ago? It was like Nomad. And the one boar was trapped in the wood. Do you remember what we named it, guys? Like Bill or something simple. Frank. I think might have been Frank. I don't know, but these fishing ships are going to go down for Shmolagin. And this is not good, so he's going to be full lands now. Or he could dock on the other side, of course. But he hasn't done that. Jeffrey? Was it Jeff? Was that Jeff? Blessius, I don't know if that was him. Anywho, that one villager did go down over here, and Shmolagin losing his scout. Again, hasn't done anything with his scouts. Sending them in one by one. Once this blacksmith goes up, well, and then a stable need to go for Kong, he can hit the castle. Just build the stable right there. Oh, that villager's dead. There we go, that's a good move. Good resources for Kong, but really messy. He's dealing with 2 scouts, but you can't seem to focus on them. It's alright, guys. They're not pros. They're very good players. They'd probably beat me 1v1. I have beaten them, but they've beaten me the majority of games. But, you know, they're humans. Everybody is flawed, and oh man, is he gonna kill another villager here? He is! Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Face first into the deer as well. And they're eating it! They just ate the deer that their friend died in. That's gross. Unsanitary. Honestly, Kong still needs the next building to get up to the next stage. He's focusing on the grush maybe down here, and he is going to kill the fish, but this is some time wasting. Someone give him a yellow card for time wasting. He needs to get to the castle age. Like, pronto, man. Shmolagin's doing a good job. Even though it's not convincing, he's doing a good job. He's going for his blacksmith, and his resources aren't looking too bad. And it looks like he's going to send a villager out to the left to dock on that side. Kong has not done that, and that's going to be a much better side to dock for both players. Dude. Now I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Why is Kong not making a stable? There we go. So this villager's out here and trapped. This has been really messy. You can tell because he timed the gold income. So he would have 800 food and 200 or 300 gold. But because it's taken him so long, he has 600 gold now. He hasn't done anything with his gold. But no fish over here for Shmolagin. But he's going to hit the castle age first. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. And he is down a game right now. This isn't a best of 5. So just keep that in mind. All 5 games are played. Oh man. Battle of the century over here. Paulette's going to win. This Shmolagin with a slight jump to the castle age, going with 2 ranges, believe it or not. So we'll go crossbow and camels, I assume. You watch soccer T90? Yes, I do. I am a huge Manchester United fan, though it's been rough times. It has been just like watching Kong's Economy, this game, for the last 3 or 4 years. Though I don't watch as much as I should nowadays, to be honest, just because of either streaming or working or doing something else out of the house. Okay, so crossbow's not going to be that effective because Shmolagin doesn't have any yet. But if he can fish boom over here, I think it'll pay off in the long run. Kong has not gone over there yet. Dude, Olacia, I called it soccer because some guy in the chat said soccer, okay? Blame Homeless Lemon. Don't blame me. I know my country has it all messed up. I know we have hand egg, whatever you want to call it. I know all the insults. I like both sports, but don't give me a hard time. Yeah, now everyone's like, don't call it soccer. Ew, you're a Manchester United fan. What a loser. See, this is why you don't talk politics, sports, or religion on streams. Imagine if I told you I was a Catholic Trump Manchester United supporter, which that's not true, by the way. Everybody, at least one person would be... A person would be offended with at least one of those things. Anyway. Back to the game. I like the crossbow choice because they can fire over top of the walls and the houses. A TC from Kong right there, which is really weird. Sending around a camel, maybe expecting some knights. United may win the Europa League this year. Yeah, they might. They might. If they do, it won't be pretty. This is why I can appreciate Kong, because I can appreciate Manchester United, right? I'm only joking. If Kong watches this later, he'll know he's been playing well. Crossbows are massing. I think Shmolagin should go camels, because knights will probably come out. Yep, Kong's going knights. The problem with going archers against Persians is that Persians have this cool little bonus, and I'll show you right now. There you go.
I'll be in the area sometime soon. Wanna hang out? XD.
Dude, yeah, shoot me a message. We'll see what we can do. Thank you for the 75 bucks. That's nuts. Thank you so much, guys. Wow. What I was gonna say, knights have +2 attack versus archers, so you can see that right there. So the knights will do a little bit more damage. That's why I think camels should come out as well. Looking at the villager count, Kong is 4 ahead. He does have some working fishing ships still, even though they're not on deep fish. That being said, there are 2 fishing ships over here for Shmolagin that are doing better work on the deep fish. But yeah, guys, put some, I don't know, any emote you can think of in the chat, please, for Axios. That was awesome. And everybody with the subs and donations and things the last couple days, you guys have really been spoiling me. Okay, so Maganel's going to come out, and it'll definitely focus down on that house. So we are going to see crossbows fighting knights. Siege workshop for Kong, that's a very good idea. What does Kong know? He doesn't know about the siege workshop, but he will see that Maganel shortly. He's going to have his own Maganel. So 1-to-1 there, and then we're going to see 5 cavalry units, and that's it. No bloodlines on the knights, just scale barding. Kong is way ahead with villagers. Wow, 11 villagers ahead. But still, he's going to have idle time, and he could lose some bills. So, there are the Maganels. Kong does see it. Does Shmolagin see it? Oh! Oh my god. No, dude! You just ran right back into it! Oh, you had it beat, and you ran right back into the Maganel. Still very good for him because he has his own Maganel, but look at the dead bodies there. Just wrecked. Unbelievable. Unlucky, of course, but I thought he had it beat. And also, that was an uphill shot. I'm not sure how that Maganel did so much damage. Man, but we are going to see another Maganel for Kong. Shmolagin is hesitant to push in now, and I'm guessing Kong will at least 1-for-1 this. He's thinking about fighting as well, though he doesn't have many upgrades. And there's, well, there's the 1. 1-for-1. I just said keep freshing in the chat. Alright, we'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be back now. You can hear me again. You didn't lose me. Shmolagin just chose to go back, which I think is a wise decision. He should be thinking that knights are going to come out, so maybe go bloodlines or something like that, and go camels if you're Shmolagin. Please let me know if I'm back. Okay, thank you, Roach. I can never tell because people are too busy spamming, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on and I just can't. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sure you're used to it after the past couple weeks. I don't think this paid off for Shmolagin. He lost crossbows, he killed 1 Maganel, but lost some of his own. Not a good move to go aggressive on Scandinavia, in my opinion. Especially if Kong has a base like this, because he can wall it off easily. And now he's probably going for a big fight as well. Oh, geez, this is a huge mistake! Where's Shmolagin's crossbows? I mean, probably good that they're not here, right? Because he would have lost them too. But, oh, now Kong is gonna lose his Maganels! That's not as bad now, Kong. Why'd you send them out? Your knights could have cleaned up the Maganels. Guess you didn't know the crossbows were over here. Messy from both players. Actually, the Maganels did a decent amount of damage to those knights as well, which is nuts. But, jeez. Yeah, please remind the chat to refresh, by the way. Because people, you know, they go and they do everything I can. They go to the bathroom, they eat some food, talk to their family, and then they come back and they think the stream is down, so. Okay, house wall and outpost wall from Shmolagin to keep these knights out, which is a smart move. But honestly, he's just way too far behind at the moment. Kong with a really strong economy. Or an economy. Okay, I'll stop. But maybe Shmolagin can buy himself some time. He does have the walls on the right. This left side's going to be a nightmare for him. But, oh, geez, he's on his way to Imp? Well, I guess he's going to want Magadai. He can go for a castle. I would put it right here, maybe right here. I love telling corny jokes because then I can like wait for the cringe. I just take a deep breath and just wait for the chat to freak out. Roach says he's done. He's out of here. Oh, is there a hole there? There is a hole there. Okay, Shmolagin on his way to Imp. Should think about making some military to kill this. I don't think the crossbows will be enough. Okay, just build a castle there. Why not? Now, Mongols can beat Persians. What they would do is, well, they could go camels, of course. They can go Magadai, and if they mass a lot of Magadai, it's going to be very hard for the Persian player. Persian is going to be stuck with knights, and the downside with the knight choice is you're in a lot of choke points on this particular map. So the Magadai can just hit and run, and stand up on the hills and in the choke points. It does look like Kong is looking to be a little bit more aggressive. He did toss out a battering ram, and he does have, well, full upgrades on his knights now. And building more stables, which is nuts. Is he going to go for a castle age push? I don't know. T90, been watching you on YouTube forever. This is my first Twitch stream. You're the best. MS Young. Glad to see you here, man. I love it when people come over from YouTube. I'm glad you've been enjoying the content there. Siege Workshop for Kong. Oh, I hear a relic. Kong does not want to make the mistake he made last game. He needs to punish Shmolagin. A lot of vital farms for him. He's also getting padded archer armor. Is he going to add in crossbows? Okay. Well, Shmolagin still needs time to mass Magadai, and he doesn't have the strongest economy, so good position for Kong at the moment. Madark with the sub. Madark, I've seen you around, man. Thank you for committing. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the rhyming place. I still question the decision from Shmolagin to go up so early. He does have resources, but if you're not on 2 castles or 3 castles in the Imperial Age, as Mongols, you're making a mistake. Oh, the ballsiest castle you've ever seen, because there's 2 knights there from Shmolagin. That's not going to happen, dude. That is not going to happen. Or maybe Kong is just going to hang out here. Let's just be friends. No. Yeah, that castle's been denied by 2 knights. Shmolagin went up way too early in my opinion. He is researching Elite Magadai though. But I mean, now we have the charge to this side and 3 villagers down, not enough Magadai. The knights can hold on for a while. Elite Skirmisher is the choice from Kong. Okay, that makes more sense than crossbow. Oh, that lumber camp from Shmolagin, not the best. Okay, so with the crossbows here and the Elite Magadai, you might be able to kill some of these knights. But these villagers are so exposed. But notice there is a trend. The Kong will stay in the Castle Age longer. He likes to go a little bit more aggressive late Castle Age. Kong cannot resist upgrading everything. Too tempting. Well, it was a little bit weird when he started adding more knights. Good Magadai shot for him. I think now he needs to produce a bit just to keep these Elite Magadai back. I would fight there if I'm him. Yeah, that's a really good engagement. Wow. He killed a lot of the crossbows and he's getting really close to the Magadai. And also he's keeping Shmolagin from making another castle. This is really good for Kong. But he does need to draw a line and at some point get to the Imperial Age himself. I think he should go back now. Not fight underneath the castle. He's actually pushing on the left-hand side. That's unbelievable. Going for another siege workshop. Is he going to make the same mistake he made last game? Remember what happened last game? Shmolagin was in a very similar situation. He's going for another castle here. I don't know. I think Shmolagin can hold the middle. He does have gold there, at least. Yeah, Kong should pull back, in my opinion. With 2 castles and Magadai having a bonus for a siege, I don't think this is going to work too well. He's just throwing units away. But he does have a style, so now when I play him, I know. He likes to go a little bit more aggressive. Meanwhile, Shmolagin is the complete opposite. He likes to get to Imp early and just take some risks there. So if I play Shmolagin, what I'll probably do is just go aggressive in the Castle Age. Hopefully he doesn't hear me say that. But look at that. 69 villagers for Shmolagin, 142 for Kong. I mean, what this does is it buys him plenty of time back at home. Now, real quick, just to look away, this is an area that Kong needs to nail down. And though we're probably not going to see war elephants, I would really like to see a castle form here just to protect that area. He's going for a university, but I mean, that doesn't shoot arrows. But Kong is well ahead in my opinion. He's just clicked up to Imp. If he gets Cavalier and Rams, then he can fight beneath this castle. He does have Elite Skirmisher as well. Shmolagin is massing the Magadai slowly, but still not enough. And he's denied his other stone and gold. Do you guys remember last night when I showed you the one game I played and I was talking about positioning and paying attention to resources and hills and things like that? Well, Kong came out here because he knows that Shmolagin can't do anything in this area to defend it. And Kong also pressured this side, which is where the other resources are. So, regardless of your level, these are things that you need to be thinking about, and it can really help you out. I think the one bad thing for Kong is that he won't have a castle right away, so he won't be able to make his own trebs. But with Persian's economy, he is in a good position. He can go to all the extra golds. He has them scouted as well. Wow, that scouting is amazing. Look at that. The only place he hasn't scouted is here, and there's only stone there. It's not really that important to him. He's going for a siege workshop here. He's just trying to keep Shmolagin penned in. And Shmolagin does not want that. He's going to have to push out. Fully upgraded Magadai now, assuming they have Thumb Ring. Okay, he should easily be able to take that Mangonel out. Oh, yes. I love Magadai. But still, you shouldn't fight here in my opinion. You should just play it safe. Oh, Hussars coming out. Now, Hussars are a great move against these skirmishers. Now, these skirms don't have imp upgrades, so the Magadai can actually patrol into them and kill them. This is why Magadai are so strong. But Kong still has some time here to get some upgrades. He's getting the archer armor for his skirms before he's getting any upgrades for his knights? What? I think that's a misclick. And he could live to regret that decision. I would have made 2 blacksmiths maybe. If I had the resources, upgrade the skirms, and also upgrade the Cavalier, because you can tell, I mean, there's no way you would go for the defense upgrades for skirms before attack upgrades, so that has to be a misclick. And the Magadai are massing for Shmolagin. Will the early imp pay off for him? Still fighting beneath the tower, but he's destroying everything at the moment. And without that one defense upgrade, I don't know if the Cavalier are going to be able to do enough. Shmolagin climbing back into this, still at like 80 villagers, like he never goes past that, it seems. Why is Kong trading? Oh, that's a good point. Did he make a trade cart by accident? Where is that trade unit? Oh! He has a trade cog here! Unfortunately, he killed the dock of Shmolagin. That was definitely a misclick as well. But look how fast these Cavalier go down without plate barding. He's researching it now. But the Magadai and the Hussar are going to be such a devastating combination. And Shmolagin can get this extra map control now. But there's a castle for Kong! I respect it. I respect it. Like I said, these guys are around my level. So I respect the fact that he's doing this. castle right on top of your stone and your gold. How do you like that, Shmolagin? Messy from Shmolagin not to protect that area, for sure. And now it can be rough for him still. I mean, he's down 75 villagers, which means Kong cannot create a lot of military, though, but Kong should have the economy. Lots of vills queued up, but he doesn't have the military at the moment, and it does look like Shmolagin sees this going on. Now I'm sure he'll send his trebs over. Can the Mangudai be stopped at this point? No Paladin coming in. Like I said, in the choke points, the Mangudai are going to be so much stronger. They picked these civilizations for a reason. That Cavalier just getting destroyed. I don't know. This is going to be so difficult. You guys might be thinking, well, we could see more skirmishers for Kong. Well, the problem is Mangudai are not that bad against skirmishers. The other problem is that Mongols have strong hussars. So the hussars can counter those skirmishers easily. And well, look at the Mangudai run right past the stables. Going to do some eco raiding. And villagers are just going to disappear. Is the Treb over here for Shmolagin yet? Nope, it's not. It's still over here. But he's cleaning everything up, and this is just a terror. Man, if he would just send his Mangudai there, that'd be beautiful. But still, I'm thinking, let's look at the resources collected on the overlay once the game starts again, because there's like a pause or something. Okay, so 1 relic for Kong, and if you look at the bottom left, you can see the amount of resources collected. So he has a lot more, and I don't think Shmolagin has any gold right now. He said Mangudai, no walls. Hard to stop. Well, true, but Shmolagin still doesn't have any gold, so if he does lose these guys, he's not going to be able to create any more. A lot more gold coming in for Kong. But the question is, like, can he kill the Mangudai? And so far, the answer to that has been no. Look at the KD as well, on the bottom left. And we will watch the Vill count for Kong just get lower and lower and lower, I think. He's now down to 125, so he's lost 30 of his precious villagers, and he'll continue to lose them. And you know what? If his economy's rated like this, I don't think he can make an army to stop this. There's the Treb attacking this castle. 4 Trebs for Kong in that castle, but he's going to need to be very careful with them and think about running them away because he doesn't have anything here to defend his castle, or at least not enough. I think Shmolagin is going to win this with just the Mangudai. He hasn't lost them yet. There's a lot of Cavalier for Kong, but he hasn't sent them out. He's still raiding everywhere. All he needs to do is send 2 Mangudai here and 3 here, or I don't even care. 1 on 1. All these units will die. And Kong does not have a lot of resources. So he has 118 vills, but 40 are idle, and many are going to die. And oh, the Trebs are there as well. That's so costly for him. Not to mention, Shmolagin going to get the map control back. So once again, is the early Imperial Age going to work for Shmolagin? Well, I think it's going to work. Kong is going to go for one big fight. Okay, here it is. Oh man, really smart. Shmolagin sitting in that choke point. More Mangudai on the left. Okay, he's gonna bring all the Mangudai together. That's a lot of Cavalier, and they're fully upgraded too. But the Mangudai fare so well in the choke points. I'm still thinking this would be rough for Kong, but it depends on how many he can create. Shmolagin's gonna sit there. Right behind the gold, right behind the wood. Villagers coming out boldly. Cavalier getting shredded. Keep in mind, Persians have that +2 attack bonus versus archers, so that would include the Mangudai, but Mangudai are so strong. This is why Mongols are chosen often in AOC, because they are that good. If they didn't get Hussar or something, maybe it would even out, because the Hussars are there for the skirmishers, but these are stupid strong. And now, of course, Shmolagin's not messing around, and I imagine he's creating more of them. So looking at the eco, Shmolagin has more working villagers, because there's 54 idols for Kong. He lost everything up here. Everything. Idols out here. Idols here. The group of 6 Mangadai, what was it? 5 Mangadai? Yeah. Math on stream. That's right. Idling almost his entire economy on that left-hand side. So he doesn't have as strong of an economy. Villagers out here still. What a mess. He's obviously trying to relocate villagers, but everywhere he goes, he's finding Hussars and Mangadai. And I think Shmolagin's going to take game 4. Shmolagin has only lost 142 units. He's killed 364. He has his gold. He has his stone. Treb's coming out next. Any Cavalier from Kong? Well, few. But obviously he needed more last time. He created a Cav Archer by accident, so a little bit of wasted gold there. And there's the GG. So Kong said my fish were the worst of all time. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, he actually made fish traps over here. That's a very good point from him. Now I think... Oh, and he also docked here too. Now that's kind of funny. They're talking now, but that almost sounded like one of those things you would see from the AI. My fish were the worst of all time, therefore I shall abdicate. But yeah, he docked here and there were no deep fish either. Like, had he docked there, would have been perfect. Great game. Yeah, it just goes to show you, actually, Absolute Bread in the chat saying villagers don't win games. Well, I mean, they should. But Kong has invested a little bit too much in the Castle Age, maybe. And Shmolagin taking advantage of his Imperial Age technologies each time. The last game, he ended up winning with Koreans and pushing back that Castle Age push, and this time he won as Mongols. Game 5 is coming up, though. And we will look at the Chiefs. Military stats, well, that's obnoxious. Economy stats. Still, I can't believe Shmolagin is winning when he doesn't have as much eco. Because that's a huge difference right there. Almost 6k gold. Look at the food difference. Look at the wood difference even. Really good showing from him. Technology stats. Society stats as well. 1 relic for Kong. Didn't really help him out too much. The villager height. Almost 100 difference. Are you kidding me? Wow. What a game.